All right. Came here today on time. I'm 7 minutes late. Sorry about that. Hope everything is everything. Three people that waited. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I don't know if you guys saw the situation. This budget. We're going to talk about this budget. We're going to talk about this budget. We're going to talk about this budget. And what needs to happen, to be quite honest. We gotta stop. We gotta stop playing with. Yeah, yeah, we gotta talk about this budget. What's up? What's up? All hands on deck. All hands on deck. Okay, we gotta save Chicago, and the citizens of Chicago gotta save Chicago. Okay, we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, and it's going down. 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 Please like and subscribe. There's a couple of other people got to come in here. You know, I'll be kind of late, so I'll let me. What's up? What's up? Today, it was the firefighters, the budget for the firefighters, and heard some interesting things. That they don't have, they be waiting for grants to get new fire trucks, which is crazy because they're first responders. So I don't understand why they have to wait for grants to get any type of firefighter trucks. But no here nor there. And then we're getting stuff from China. I don't understand why we're getting parts and trucks and stuff from China for our first responders in Chicago. It's all messed up. I'm just trying to tell you, it's all messed up, and we gonna get down to what needs to happen. Okay, this is about finding solutions when it comes to this budget. Okay, and this is we're tired of people leaving the city of Chicago. We got to keep our people here in the city of Chicago. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Miss Donna. Appreciate you. I tried. I tried, trying to do it, trying to do it. I don't know if you guys watched, what's that man's name? Brandon Johnson's press conference today. He started to do more press conferences. As a former Democrat turned Republican from Chicago, Illinois, Trump 2024, Black MAGA, those three economy crime illegals would turn me from a voting Democrat in 2004 and for the first time. Yeah, yeah, it's all messed up, man. We gotta get this. We gotta get this back to being normal, okay? And but we also going to talk about this $150 million property tax he's still trying to propose. See, you cannot. There's no more property tax. We're not paying any more property taxes. Okay, not for the rest of this year, not for next year at all. Okay, we're losing population. Okay, we are literally losing population. Okay, we are down. They've lost 128,034 residents, and this is getting crazy. Okay, they said that this is the lowest population since 1920. Okay, that's insane because property taxes keep going up. Now people keep saying it's crime. Now, we can handle a little crime, but you cannot handle not being able, especially at our ages, trying to build a family, trying to have children, trying to get generational wealth for our children to pass down to our children, and we got all we doing is paying property taxes. Okay, that's all we doing. We paying property, going to work, paying property taxes, and getting boots on our cars. It's getting to the point. It's really disrespectful at this point. So we gotta let this stuff in. What it says, ended the contract for ShotSpotter and gave 500. Gave 100 million in healthcare. Yeah, the favorite staffing, and that's because our mayor again does not know how to govern. Okay, please like, subscribe, share, do everything you need to do when it comes to this. But that's because we have a terrible mayor, and our mayor has no idea what he's doing, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. The city already bankrupt. All right, I don't know why nobody don't want to talk about it, but the city of Chicago is bankrupt, and it's not all on Brandon Johnson. Now, he has a part in it, but that last administration and the governor as well. But we're already bankrupt, and nobody don't want to talk about us being bankrupt, but it's going to come out anyway. The bankruptcy is going to come. We're already bankrupt. I don't care what nobody say. People can sit here and lie and say that's true, but we are bankrupt. But I want to get into, first of all, the budget. I don't know if you guys have looked at the budget. Anybody's welcome to look at the budget. The budget, all you got to do is go to the City of Chicago website, look up 2024, 2025 budget overview, and you can look at the budget and what they're trying to do. Okay. And we got to study the budget. And a lot of people don't study the budget. They just go by what media tells them or what you see on social media or, hearsay and all that stuff. But it's deeper than the $150 million now that he's trying to propose. The fact that we have the worst alderman in history, the disgrace 50 that's not speaking up for us too, is one of the reasons why we have to get them out of office, okay? And we have to mobilize and organize and strategize to get them out of office, but it's already working, so I'm not even worried about that. Now, I want to talk about how Chicago is spending over $5 billion annually just to pay off debt and cover pension obligations for retired city workers. This includes things like police and firefighter pensions, which are underfunded. As you know that they're underfunded, especially the firefighter department, because tires are falling off of the trucks and are hitting moving cars and hitting cars that have been parked. And you know how long it's going to take for them cars to get their money from the city? Because the city takes forever to pay people out, even though that tire came from the firefighter truck. That's just what they do. Anyway. The amount takes up nearly half of the city's budget, less money for services like school, public safety, and infrastructure. Now, they didn't care about them schools anyway. And then they definitely don't care about our infrastructure, as you see. The reason Chicago is in its position, though, is decades of bad financial decisions, including borrowing too much and not saving enough for pensions. While some improvements have made, the city still faces a long-term problem managing its money. Now, they say borrowing too much, and they keep forgetting, and stealing as well. The city of Chicago been stealing for a long-ass time. Now, Cast Blast 1989 probably is an alderman. And he's probably an alderman that's going to jail. So he's probably one of them Hispanic KKKs, and that's why he's back over here. Because why would you come over here? You come over here for what? Why do you come? You don't have to come over here, Cast Blast. an undercover somebody. But we welcome all trolls. Now, you say about 2 or 3 more things, I'm going to put you on timeout, and then you come back tomorrow and stuff like that, because you be just doing too much. Keep the racist stuff over here. But they steal a lot of money, as you know. So, but the fact that we're paying, the taxpayers is paying $5 billion annually just to pay off debt and cover pension for these city workers that do not do nothing for us. Okay, that is, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But what I really want to talk about today is there is public health. Is the Department of Public Health is the department that needs to be audited. Okay, Marty, you got about 2 more times and you will be on timeout because you're trying to be funny but you're corny. So let's get that right. Anyway, the Department of Public Health is the department is what needs to be audited, and that's just real talk. There is a department there in public health called epidemiology. Okay, and epidemiology. All right, you have a good day because you're probably a troll too. All right. Epidemiology is a study of how diseases and health-related conditions are distributed and controlled within populations. It involves analyzing the patterns, causes, and effects of health and disease conditions in specific groups of people, aiming to improve public health through prevention and intervention strategies. Now, epidemiology funding provided by the Department of Health, which is our taxpaying dollars now, went from $5 million in 2019 to almost $300 million in 2024. That's where the money is right there. We could start right there. Y'all went from $5 million to $300 million in 2024. All right. All right. You have a good one, little racist. All right. Also, the Department of Health has 600 positions, and they're issued 441,000. And they issued $41,000 increase in benefits per worker. Okay, that does not make any sense. Okay, the second highest increase in cost came from the growth in pension funds too. In 2024, Chicago will make over $2.8 billion in pension contributions, market increase of almost $1.45 billion. This is more than double the growth in personnel costs. This is our tax dollar. Okay, this is our tax dollar. The Chicago budget, though, when it comes to mental health and behavioral health budgets, that has been slashed to nearly $40 million, and mental health is the most important. But epidemiology went up to $255 million. That was it started in 20, oh, I got it. This is when it started getting crazy, right? So 2019, 5 million. 2020, epidemiology still was at 5 million. $5,251,371. All right. So we're going to do a little calculations. All right. Because this is right here is what the alderman and anybody else that got common sense should have been doing a long time ago. All right, so the 5 million for epidemiology. Okay, that was in 2020. 2021, it went up to 198 million. So 198. Bear with me here, because we're going to get down to the bottom of this, because we don't need to be raising anybody's property tax when epidemiology got all the money. Okay, so we're at $204 million between 2020 and 2021. Okay, then we go on to 2022. Now, mind you, this is during COVID as well, right? So this is 2020, 2021, COVID. Stay with me here, stay with me. So in 2022, guess how much it went up to? Epidemiology, $421,941,589. We're at $625 million, $966,446 for them to analyze and maps health data to inform policy planning and interventions. While y'all paying property tax. Okay? In 2023, epidemiology, $332,141,998. All right? 332,141,998. We had $958,108,444 for them to analyze health data to inform policy planning and interventions. 2024. Guess what? $296,415,414. So let's do it. 296,415. This is Brandon Johnson's first budget right here. So we had $1,254,000,000. Then we're at this budget for 2025. This is his second budget that he's doing since he's been mayor. Guess how much? Another $229 million. So 229, 420, 226. So we at $1.5 billion. That's where the money at. That is where the money at. Okay? Not only that, let's talk about who are the people that are in public health, because this is very important too. We're going to start with who is the director of epidemiology, okay, at Chicago Department of Public Health, City of Chicago. His name is Nikhil Prashant, an Indian. The person who's the commissioner of Chicago Department of Public Health, it was a lady by the name of Dr. Allison Awardy, but Brandon Johnson fired her and put in place Iggy Olusimbo. She's the African. Okay? And then we have the president, Chicago Board of Health, Janet Lin, an Asian. And then we have Fakirte Wigal, that is the head of the Chicago Department of Public Health. Right now, she is dealing with the HIV administration and program. Now, HIV, they got a lot of money in HIV as well. Okay, HIV, matter of fact, public health, that's where the audit needs to start. Okay, today I told them that they need an audit, but that's where the audit really needs to start. So all the people that are in Chicago Public Health Department are all foreigners. They're also taking, they've also been stealing $1.4 billion in epidemiology funding. And it doesn't make any sense. Okay? We can't afford no fire trucks, can't afford nothing, but we got $1.4 billion in epidemiology. Okay? And this started with Lori Lightfoot being in office. Okay, it started with $5 billion, then it increasingly went up. 2022 is when it went up to 420 something $1,000,000. Now, these are why economists are important. This is why accountants are important, especially when you have an administration, because you sitting here trying to figure out how you can continue to tax the citizens and to continue to raise prices when it comes to our housing and our livelihood, while the city of Chicago Department of Health, Public Health, has $1.4 billion in epidemiology money. That's it right there. That's the money right there. That's the money that you can start using. That's the money that you can start going to get and putting it into that. I mean, that could cover this $1 billion deficit. Because my thing is, you're trying to cover yourself. This is your second time. The first time you blamed it on Lori Lightfoot, and she does have a lot. She has a lot in this as well. But the first time you blamed her for the previous administration for you being in debt. This time this is you, because you decided to give money to the illegals, let people who organizing stuff don't know how to organize. You hire all your friends and people like that who have no idea what they're doing. So you have, so you got us in a hole. And you got us in a hole, and Lori Lightfoot got us in a hole. And so we're basically bankrupt. And nobody don't want to talk about it. But like I told the few people that were there at the budget meeting today, because the aldermen, they don't come to work at all. But like I explained to them today, that an audit needs to happen. Okay, an audit needs to happen. And before this budget is passed, the audit needs to happen. It ain't nothing else. The audit needs to happen. And if the audit does not happen, then these people need to get out their seats. Because, or you need to donate, or y'all need to donate all your pay towards the deficit, because the tax people should not, the citizens should not be paying another tax dollar until an audit has happened. The fact that epidemiology has $1.4 billion in funding over this pandemic of a crisis, because that's what it was, and it started getting, and they found a way to launder money, and all these people that laundered the money were all these people that are from foreign countries, that you have head of public health, is a problem. The ones who China brought this disease over here, the pandemic or whatever. You understand, the COVID over here, and you got the president of the Chicago Board of Health is a Chinese woman. Okay, on top of that, you got the $1.4 billion in us analyzing and maps and stuff that doesn't even make any sense. But that's how much we spend it, right? So this is what we're gonna be on. Okay, this is what we're gonna be on. Because with the $5 billion annual debt that they're paying over time because of people like Richard Daley, who did not know how to govern either. He just used his white privilege and his daddy's name, and he's been there. He's been selling us out as well. But you're dealing with property taxes that continue to go up. Okay, $1.8 billion in the 2024 budget is allocated to cover pension contributions alone. $1.8 billion. That's insane. That is insane. Okay? Yeah, also they've increased Chicago fines, speed camera tickets, especially on the south side. You know how the south side is when it comes to speed tickets. Okay? You know, to generate revenue. Only us, you stealing our properties, making us pay these high speed camera ticket fees. Nobody's not saying nothing about that. We got 20 aldermen that ain't saying nothing like that. I love Stephanie Coleman. Stephanie Coleman, she riding her Maserati on the south side of Inglewood, and every other building is abandoned. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't understand. You know, then you dealing with them trying to get money, you know, through the casino. The casino thing was a terrible idea. It was a bad idea. Who would ever put a casino in the city of Chicago? The city of Chicago is known for good food, culture, music, you know, summertime shy, everything like that. Like, why would you put a casino there? You know what I'm saying? And then you say her property is raggedy. She got a property. She's some lord too. If it's an alderman, oh my God. Like, that's just crazy, Stephanie Coleman. If you out here, a slum lord, riding a Maserati, you understand? Like, this is crazy. Why don't you embarrassing the AKAs? Why are you embarrassing the AKAs? AKAs ain't that. That's why y'all lost. That's why Kamala lost, because the AKAs really ain't what they all shaped out to be anyway. But anyway, everybody keep asking about recall, right? Why can't we recall this mayor? Why can't we recall this mayor? We need to recall this mayor. You want to get him out of office? You want to get him out of office? The aldermans better not pass this budget. The aldermans better not pass this budget. Ask for an audit, but don't pass the budget because we're already bankrupt. There's no purpose of passing this budget and making us pay another dollar for anything. Another dollar for anything. Y'all can't fix nothing. Y'all can't fix our issues. You can't fix my issue when it comes to the housing. Y'all can't fix the cities. Y'all can't fix Ms. Jackson's issue. Y'all can't fix the other issues that people are coming down with. You understand? So the best thing that these 50 disgraced aldermen could do is to not pass this budget and get him out of office. Okay? You want his whole administration to walk up out of there. His whole administration, pack your stuff and get up out of there. Okay? Because you don't know what you're doing. You're not going to continue to put this on the Chicago taxpayers. You're not going. I mean, Chicago citizens. You're not going to keep moving people out of the city of Chicago because property taxes is going up. You got the white people pissed off too because they can't even do what they need to do. You're stealing black people's property. You always using black. Today I heard all he did was talk about black people in his press conference. But again, you don't do nothing for black people. Okay, stop bringing black people up in all. Okay, figure out how to get out of office before you get kicked out of office. But the best way to get him out of office, Chicago, is real talk, is that them 50 aldermen better do the same thing they did last week. No. When it comes to pass the budget, no. He needs 26 aldermen to pass that budget? No. Any 26 that say yes, any alderman, William Hall, Jason Irvin, Ron Mosley, any of them, y'all getting out of office. But Bill Conway, I don't care who your daddy is. I don't care if you're a billionaire or not. Y'all one-term mayors, y'all one-term aldermen, y'all are going to have the same, y'all going to get out just with him. He's a one-term mayor, and y'all going to be a one-term alderman if y'all say yes to that budget. Let me see what the city the aldermen, all the new aldermen that came in there. Let me get them. The new term ones. Let's see. Yeah, let's do the 13 new alderman people that came. This is their first term. It's their first term. Lamont Robinson. Yeah, Robert Finch. When they come back, that's how you know. That's how you know they work for the. They work for the city. These are probably the aldermen right now because they know it's over. But anyway, Lamont Robinson, you will be. This will be your first time and your last time as a alderman if you vote yes for that budget. Okay, Tony Preckwinkle cannot help you. Tony Preckwinkle, we know has a CNA, and she doesn't even belong in office. Okay, they're just keeping her in office because they got to continue the corruption. But she's on her way out too. She don't. All they do is wake her up in the morning, give her a muffin, and then have her come out there and don't do anything. Timothy Evans too. He's on his way out as well. But Laurent Robinson, you're going to say no to the budget. If you say yes to the budget, please understand this will be your first and last time in office. Okay? Desmond Yancey, well, you're already out anyway. But if you vote yes, you too will never be able to do anything at all. You might as well pack your bag with him. William Hall, okay? Corrupt clergy, young corrupt clergy, just got in there. You say yes to this budget, you're out of there. Peter Chico, I already know you're not going to say yeah. You my man. He already know what it is. He's not going to. Julie Ramirez, I love you. 12th Ward, I rock with you. Please, please do not let this be your last term. But it will. I don't care how cool you are. Progressively say no. Progressively say no when it comes to that. When it comes to that budget. Julia Gutierrez, I know you are on maternal leave right now because you done had the baby and stuff like that. Congratulations on your third child. But you too will be a housewife if you decide to vote yes on that budget. Okay? Ron Mosley, the same with you. I rock with you, Ronnie Mosley, but no, we're saying no to that budget. We're saying, but Jesse Fuentes, I don't even rock with you. So either way, just know you vote for it, you already out of there. I don't care what you. So either way, Ruth Cruz, you don't do anything anyway. I forgot that you're even in there. So continue to let me know that you're not in there by saying no to that budget. Okay, Bill Conway, billionaire Bill Conway, okay? Your daddy that owns the Carlyle Group, if I got to send Daddy Conway an email and say, please tell your only son to not vote yes to this budget because I know his main thing was to be he was running against Kim Fox the first time when she ran and he lost in 2020. So he got the alderman. He did the alderman job instead. But either way, too, Conway, it's a no. It's a no. And I got a special thing on you, Conway, because we're going to talk about how this man keeps giving you these bonds in your ward for affordable housing, and we don't need no affordable housing in your ward. Billionaire Conway. Bennett Lawson, the gay racist. It's a no. It's a no, Bennett Lawson. If you want to keep Boys Town, you're going to say no to the budget. Angela Clay, you also, I forget that you're in there because you absolutely do not do anything either. If you want to keep your absolutely do not do nothing, you're out of there. Okay? Austin Norris, why are you here? Go find you something else to do. Lena Bonet Hoppenworth, 48th Ward. That's out here they have a lot of shootings and stuff going on in Edgewater and Uptown, and you're trying to hide it and all that stuff. You also This will be your last time. Your last time if you say yes to that. Okay? So that's how that's going to work. Please like and subscribe. But yeah, nobody is saying you cannot say yes to this budget. They all got to go. Okay? They all got to go if they say yes to this budget. But Brandon Johnson has to go. Okay? Brandon Johnson, he's terrible. Lori Lightfoot was terrible as well, and the overall person when it comes to Lori Lightfoot administration and Dave, what's his man name? Brandon Johnson is Governor Pritzker. Governor Pritzker is a terrible governor. So that's the main thing. But Lori Lightfoot and Governor Pritzker messed up the city when they closed the city down for COVID. And while they were stealing all types of money, COVID money, and all types of surplus money, putting y'all couldn't do anything, closing down businesses. We lost so much businesses during COVID in Chicago. A lot of restaurants left. I told you one of my favorite restaurants, Maud's. Maud left in the West Loop once. In the West Loop once they were gone. I knew it was a problem. But the whole time, Epidemiology is getting all this money in there because they are what they supposed to do. They study how diseases and health-related conditions are distributed and controlled with the populations. Now, all that money that y'all had, and y'all still didn't figure out nothing when it came to COVID because we all knew what COVID was about. You understand? We already knew what COVID was going to do. But the fact that they had put all this money in this and let these foreigners steal this money is the issue and the problem. Okay, they've been stealing money. And they've been stealing money, but it's going through public health. Public health should be audited. That's one of the first places that needs to be audited is public health. Public health has too much money in there, and I just told y'all how much just one department in public health has. And that is almost $1.5 billion for the past 4 years. It went up from $5 million, that's how much they were getting, up to the highest, up to $424 million, back down to $292 million. That's insane. That's not even immigration money. But that's not even immigration money, but this is money that was supposed to help try to figure out about diseases and stuff. What diseases? We already know where diseases came from. So yeah, although we have a troll in here, everybody, welcome Austin Norris. Austin Norris is here, a troll, and I think he wants attention. So say hello to Austin Norris, yeah, that's all you can say. But anyway, that's the problem. So the alderman cannot get to 26 votes. I know Kennedy Bartley is saying that they got the 26 votes. They do not have the 26 votes. And they can't get the 26 votes. They have to get up out of here. Okay? He has to get up out of here. We cannot get him out. We cannot get him out through recall because it's too late. And because, again, black people don't push for legislation. So that's just what it is. Okay, how about you go on timeout? And then you don't even have to worry about us anymore. Have a productive conversation somewhere else, Austin Norris. Okay? So, when it comes to that situation, we're already bankrupt. And we cannot continue to go bankrupt. Okay? He got in there and did not know what to do. Okay? Because again, these people come from, they're organizers, right? So organizers who have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing at all. So that's why money is all over the place. And then you have 50 aldermen in there and nobody cares. All right? And they don't care because they are stupid. Okay? So because they are stupid and don't have any political science, common sense, or knowledge, they continue to let us keep going down and down and down and down and down. So if they want to keep their jobs, which I don't think many are, the disgrace 50, the disgrace 50 is, then at the end of the day, it's on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. Disgrace 50 has to get out of there. Should be here like 5 minutes. And they have to get out of there. But they got a chance to redeem themselves. They have a chance to redeem themselves if they do not pass this budget December 2nd. They cannot pass this budget December 2nd. Okay? And they cannot get the 26 votes. Kennedy Bartley said they got the 26 votes. Nobody ain't got no votes. Go ahead and let it bankrupt. Let the Department of Justice come in here. Let Deborah Witzberg, the Inspector General, do what they need to do when it comes to auditing. Certain departments like public health, all these foreigners that's over public health need to go to jail for money laundering because they money laundering right over in public health. All these people. Oh, 1112. They're gonna probably ask for the code 1112. Call her, say 1112. All these people are all foreigners. Janet Lynn, Iggy, Simbo, IGE, Olu, Iggy, Nikhil, everybody in here cannot pronounce their names. They gotta go. Okay? All these, I shouldn't have to sound out your names. Okay? And y'all are over all this money and over the public health, and they got all this money. The public health got so much money, and nobody's not talking about public health. Public health got crazy money. Okay? Oh yeah, here we go. Right here. You got chronic disease. No, not good. You got maternal and infant, $42 million. They've got emergency preparedness for $44 million. Y'all getting $44 million a year for emergency preparedness. Now, for $44 million, this is supposed to implement preparedness response programs for bioterrorism, infectious disease outbreaks, and other public health threats. So what's the purpose of the epidemiology? What's the code? 1112. Establishes plans, trains staff, and conducts exercises and drills to improve public health. Why do you need $44 million to conduct and exercise drills? What is this? What is this? Okay? That's $44 million. So they can take some money out of that. Mental health services down to $42 million. Y'all don't even help with any crisis interventions, no therapy, no nothing. So I don't even know why y'all have that. Behavioral health is $81 million. I don't know what social network and violence prevention and mental health strategies. Why do they got $81 million for that? This is where it's at. The money, all the money is in public health. HIV, AIDS, and STI services, $138 million. Okay. Yeah, so that is 2025. 2024, they have $50 million in emergency preparedness. For the budget they're trying to pass now, they took $6 million away. In 2023, it was $42 million in emergency preparedness. In 2022, it was $46 million in emergency preparedness. In 2021, it was $38 million. So that's what I'm talking about. The money is right here. The money is right here. Okay? So this, oh, and I want to let you know that it's, hold on, I'm going to tell you how many vacancies is in public health too, because that didn't make any sense either. Because they got all the money. Public health got all the money, ain't doing nothing, ain't preventing anything. Leadership. Okay, you got to look at this stuff. You got to look at the leaders, community health. When she go in there, every month they go in there for public health. Oh, let me tell you who's over. Let me tell you too who's over public health and all this stuff. No, that's not her. Never mind. But she's been in there a few times. Public health is, I think that's Rosanna Rodriguez Sanchez. She's the chairman of that. One of the people who is stealing a lot of this money as well. So we cannot pass this budget. The budget cannot be passed, and the only way that the budget cannot be passed is if the aldermen do not give him his 26 votes. So that's what we have to push. He cannot have his 26 votes. Okay? He cannot have his 26 votes. It needs to be exactly what just happened. It needs to do exactly what's happening last week. What happened last week when it was red all across the board, no property tax increase. It needs the same thing when it happens to this. The budget is good, pass it. You are somebody who is a troll. He probably is Brandon Johnson. That Gary Graves is probably Brandon Johnson. Okay? So, clap your hands for that. Yes, they have to be on the neck. It's a no. If they say that, all right, this is another troll. Okay? Matter of fact, today is timeout day. Okay, because ain't nobody got time for them. They're trying to be a distraction because they know that they in trouble. So yes, the city is bankrupt, and we need them to admit that the city is bankrupt, because the city is bankrupt, and they know the city is bankrupt, and that's just what it is. So but the budget cannot be passed because we cannot. Nobody should be paying any extra anything. Nobody should be paying any extra anything until they do an audit. So if you don't want to do the forensic audit, then you cannot pass the budget. So it's either the forensic audit, and the forensic audit needs to happen before the budget is passed, or the budget cannot be passed. No alderman can pass. No alderman can vote yes on this budget. They can't. And they have to understand, and their constituents will understand this, because they don't want their property taxes to increase. They are tired of paying for sales and other tax. They're going to find other ways to tax if you do not demand this forensic audit, and you do not demand them to do, and they can start honestly with public health, with epidemiology. Let's get into epidemiology. Why is epidemiology for the last 4 years they got over $1 billion? Show me all the tests. Show me everything that y'all have done. Show me $1.4 billion of epidemiology work. Please show me $1.4 billion of epidemiology work. We would like to know. The citizens of Chicago, the taxpayers, would like to know Everything that epidemiology shows, we would like the receipts. We would like everything. We could bring an economist in there. We want to know everything that epidemiology do. Okay? This is probably the first time you've heard of epidemiology. Because it was for me, that's what made me go back. I said, well, hold up. Because I'm looking at the budget because I'm trying to figure out why he's trying to still push $150 million property tax increase. So I'm like, well, let me look at the budget, because I said that I want to demand a forensic audit, right? So if I want to demand a forensic audit, I want to know what we're demanding, what certain departments do we got to hit. I definitely know we got to hit TIF money because y'all stealing TIF money like crazy. So definitely TIF money. The buildings department because y'all keep knocking down buildings in the name of eminent domain, and y'all paying demolition companies crazy money. So you definitely need to audit that. But let's get into public health because epidemiology is $1.4 billion. That's big business. And then it's a whole bunch of foreigners that's over this. We're in America. Y'all couldn't find not one American doctor over public health? We live in the United States of America. We live in Chicago, Illinois. Everybody that's in public health is all foreigners that Brandon Johnson that put in office. He dedicated his whole campaign on foreigners. Okay, I don't know if this is how he was raised in Elgin, Illinois. I don't know how this is what they do in Elgin. I don't know how this works. I don't know what oath did he take, the foreign Democrat oath. I don't know. But I do know that that's what he dedicated his whole time to, is them. Okay? So as far as that happens, he needs to get out of office. Okay? And the only way that he's going to be able to get out of office is if the aldermen do not pass this budget. They don't pass the budget. They cannot pass the budget. They will not pass the budget. If they pass the budget, they're getting out of office. Okay? The new ones that just came in here, because the machine is done. Nobody can save you. Lamont Robinson, Tony Preckwinkle cannot save you. Okay? She's on her way out too. To jail or resign. Either way, she's out. Timothy Evans cannot help you. Jesse White cannot help you. Nobody cannot help you. Okay, the machine is done. It's over with. Okay? Richard Daley cannot help you. Nobody cannot help you. The DOPS are on the way. Nobody can help you. Jail or resign. Right, jail or resign. Those are the only options that you have. But we're not passing the budget. Okay, the budget will not be passed. He will not get his 26 votes. Okay? We're already bankrupt, and they need to go ahead and just say it. We know it's bankrupt. We know. If nobody don't know, Jessica Jackson and I know it's bankrupt. The white alderman know it's bankrupt. Anybody that knows about finances knows it's bankrupt. Okay? South Loop Financial District knows that it's bankrupt. That's why they are trying to get some TIF money down there. Bankrupt. Okay? That's just what it is. It ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing else. So they cannot pass the budget. They will not pass the budget, or they're done. They're out of office. There's not nothing else. There's not nothing else. It's not now. You have to wait. I'll let you know. Yeah. So that's it. Bankrupt. It's over. So that's it. So that's the easiest way how to get him out of office. So when people are talking about the recall and stuff, don't need no recall. Recall thing's still going to take forever. It's the alderman not passing the budget, forensic audit, but and finally them saying that it's out of it's done. Got to see the budget. You can see the budget. The budget is on City of Chicago. All you got to do is put 2025. Google 2025 City of Chicago budget 2025 budget overview. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see it, and you can look for itself. You can look into the, and you might find another, and everybody can do this. You guys can look in the budget and look somewhere else and be like this, senior service programs, $77 million, provides adults ages 60 and over with access to service to remain healthy, safe, and independent. I don't understand how that is when y'all stealing black people's property. Y'all stealing black seniors' property. So how y'all got $77 million for senior service programs where access to services remain healthy, safe, and independent when y'all stealing property? They got elder neglect services. Y'all neglecting elders every day. They have a variety of social and recreational activities at regional and satellite centers. How? Because if they leave their house, somebody coming to steal their property. But y'all got $77 million? Stuff like that. This is what you gotta see. Human services. Operates 6 community service centers located throughout the city, providing a range of resources such as rental assistance, case management, and veteran services. $63 million. Well, we can need to audit that. Because rental assistance, I know 2 people that's down, they go down there every week trying to get rental assistance. Workforce services. Black people can't even get no jobs. We're the highest in unemployment. So I'm just confused on this budget. So since nobody can't talk, since nobody don't want to talk about it, since we have 50 aldermen that can't go through it and start asking these questions, we, the citizens of Chicago, have to, right? So we as the citizens of Chicago are demanding what? What we're demanding? An audit, a forensic audit, and the aldermen not to have 26 votes to pass this budget. It's always another one. I love my trolls, but not tonight. Tonight we talking about big stuff, okay? All right. You got economic development. $50 million. Where does economic development, where is it at? Where is it going to? So I'm just saying, stuff like this you can look at. So but it's more. You guys can always look. But the Department of Public Health is where people really need to start. And I think that a lot of people look over the Department of Public Health because, of course, the Department of Public Health is supposed to protect us and stuff, but, all that type of stuff. But epidemiology, it don't make no sense that $1.4 billion go in that. Okay? $1.4 billion is going into epidemiology. Epidemiology is wild. It don't make no sense. Epidemiology, you're getting $1.4 billion. And everybody that run public health is a foreigner. Like we don't have no American doctors. When I know for sure he just got rid of an American doctor. You got rid of an American doctor to put a foreigner in there. That don't make no sense. We live in America, the United States of America. You letting it run, the Democratic Party is full, they let it just run off of illegals, undocumented immigrants, migrants. They running everything. You got two shelters right now that's the Holiday Inn and Lakeshore. You know who run those shelters / hotels? Indians. Indians own them. Indians with the red dot. Migrants making big money over here. Don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. So I'm just saying. So in order for any of this to stop, or like in the words of Bill, in order to stop the bleeding, I've got so many of the same shirt, I will never change this shirt. King Bells, whatever your name is. Matter of fact, troll, go find you somewhere else to think about. You upset 50 times a week. You're just an idiot. You probably one of the people that be going to jail very soon. You probably work for the city. How about that? You should go buy one. We got them for sale. Yeah, that's all you got. Once y'all start doing repetitive, I gotta, because you just acting stupid. Like, you know how many Chicago flip red shirts we have? Nigga, crazy as I don't know what. Idiot. But you, I'm for sure you work for the city. You know you going down. Okay? Because I know aldermen watch this. A few aldermen have told me they watch my lives. So they already know what it is. So aldermen that watch my live, this is to you. This is to you. Don't pass this budget. Don't pass this budget. So when Kennedy Bartley call you, use what you say. You say, did y'all figure out if y'all going to settle Zoe's case before Christmas? Did y'all, that's one thing you can ask her. And then another thing you can ask her is, no, we cannot pass this because y'all got to look into epidemiology. Okay? Zoe broke down epidemiology. And epidemiology, y'all had $1.4 billion studying how diseases and health-related conditions are distributed and controlled within populations. Why are you spending $1.4 billion on that when people are losing their homes? Why? What is a study? Y'all spending $1.4 billion on studies when people are losing their homes? People are homeless. Property taxes going up. That's crazy. Here's another troll. Hello, welcome trolls. Anybody that's writing caps all the time probably suffers from autism. So 9mm, you probably suffer from autism. Because every time you come in here, you always type it in caps. Check that out. Check that out. But anyway, welcome. Welcome, trolls. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Anything else you would like to... trying to look like a woman, Butch, is crazy. This is why I know that you suffer from autism. So, hello, welcome. Okay. All right, Ms. Jessica. You're right. Okay. But, so yes, but anyway, epidemiology is the study of how diseases and health-related conditions are distributed and controlled within populations, and we're spending $1.4 billion on that. That is a problem, and that is where the money is. So that's $1 billion right there. That's $1 billion right there. Okay? That's just $1 billion. So if I found that in just the Department of Public Health when it comes to one program, which is epidemiology, imagine how much more money we could find. So, Alderman, when Kennedy Bartley calls you and say, do we have your vote for the budget? You say epidemiology. Okay? If I gotta go get me a shirt made real quick that say epidemiology, $1.4 billion, I will get it done. Okay? Epidemiology. Okay? Please like and subscribe. But yes. So that is how this works. Okay? Stephanie Coleman. You got a Maserati. You're driving in Inglewood. Abandoned buildings is given the same as epidemiology. $1.4 billion. None of this is making no sense. Okay? So that is how this works. Okay? We got a lot of people that's in office that don't care about their wards. A lot of people are socialites. A lot of people scared to push the needle and fight for us. That's why we are doing it now. Okay? That's why we're doing it now. I got the ball in my court, and I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I'm not going to pass it until this budget is not passed. I need all the city of Chicago. I need Cook County. I need Cook County, but I need the city of Chicago. I need the city of Chicago, especially black Chicago, south side and the west side, because we are the ones that are not getting our economic resources, but our taxes are, we're paying the same tax as anybody else that's in on the north side and Pilsen and Lincoln Park and all that. This budget cannot be passed because we need another mayor. Okay? We're already bankrupt. Let it come out. Let it come out. Just let it come out. So we can get him up out of there. Ain't no, we need 100,000 signatures. We don't need that. We need a bankrupt, DOJ come, administration start packing their stuff and get up out of here. That's what we need. Okay? We'll deal with Walter Burnett as the vice mayor for a while. But that's it. That's all we got. That's all we got, and we can do this. And this is let me tell you something. They work for us. Okay? They work for us. We pay their salary. We pay all those raggedy people that work for them salary. Okay? They work for us. So what we're asking, no, we're not even asking. What we're demanding is they don't pass this budget coming into 2025 until they do audits. And we could start with public health because they got a lot of money in here that needs to be audited. And if they want to start with one program, what program is it? Epidemiology. Epidemiology. $1.4 billion. Okay? And then after you start with that, then you can just start with the TIF abuse, the TIF money. The 13 new aldermen that came in, you will all be one-term alderman, just like he will be a one-term mayor, if y'all vote yes to that. Lamont Robinson, okay? William Hall, Julia Ramirez, Ron Mosley, billionaire Conway, racist Bennett Lawson. Who else we got? Lena Hoppenworth, Julia Gutierrez. Okay? And Julia Gutierrez really need to think about it because she took over Ed Burke Ward, and they want another white person over there. Okay? So you lucked in getting over there. So you really better say no. Okay? So yeah. Make sure those are all. But I know for sure, I know I said them all. Oh, Jesse Fuentes, Ruth Cruz, all of them. Okay? Angela Clay, all of them, the ones in the back that don't do nothing. Okay? To just be, you progressively saying no. Okay? I want y'all to say no. Jason Irvin, know he's on his way out regardless. You think JB's going to win another term? Absolutely not. JB is not going to win another term. We're trying to get Brandon Johnson out of here by February of 2025. We want him to just start packing his things and just picking it up, and heading out. Him and all his organizing people. Then you also can have all those vacancies because he has so many people that he's put in office that they need to get out either. Okay? So that's just how that works. Working people are not going to lose this time. No one's going to lose. We're going to win. We're already winning now. Okay? These aldermen work for us. We don't work for these aldermen. And that's just what it is. Carlos Rosa Ramirez, all of them. They don't have the 26 votes. Yeah, state reps got to get out too. Danny Davis, wheelchair him out. Wheel him out. Reel him out. Elder abuse. He's as is Tony Preckwinkle elder abuse. Danny Davis elder abuse. Timothy Evans elder abuse. Okay? They almost had Jesse White. He had to practically beg to resign. Please, please, let me, please, please, please. They went and gave him a office, a gym over there on River North. You know, he still be tumble. He still can tumble at 89. But David Davis has to go. You understand? And that's just what the machine has done. And we don't want the new machine to start. And the only way the new machine will not start is if they do not pass this budget and they bankrupt. Chicago got to go bankrupt. It's already bankrupt, but it needs to be on paper. And that's just it. Once that happens, then that's the Operation Cleanup. The Operation Cleanup that the citizens of Chicago did. The citizens of Chicago, we saved Chicago, and we could start working on cleaning these people out of there. But that's how it starts, and it starts in a couple of weeks. So send an email to your alderman. Come on down to City Hall. Get on that mic. Write it on social media. Tell your friends. During Thanksgiving, let your family know. Let everybody know. Tell your alderman, we are saying no to this budget. The budget will not be passed because we're already bankrupt, and the city needs to know. The city needs to know because the Democratic Party does not know how to manage money. Okay? And they don't know how to manage money, and what they're going to continue to do is continue to put crap over crap over crap over crap over crap, like epidemiology. Oh yeah, you could just tell Jeanette, dude, they don't even got it. She don't got to respond. You got to say, Alderman Talent, you made it for 2 terms. This is your last term. This is your last term. Because she don't respond to text messages, okay? Okay? Hunger strike. She's going to have another hunger strike. She's going to do a hunger strike. She can do a hunger strike. She can do whatever. She doesn't need to pass this budget, okay? It's no to the budget. So you could text her and say, you could email her and say, Jeanette Taylor, I know you don't respond to emails, and I know your group don't respond to emails too, but I'm letting you know it's a no to this budget. If you do not say no for this budget, I don't care how many hunger strikes that you go on. I don't care about how many hunger strikes you go on. I don't care how many roofs that you sleep on. I don't care anything that you do. We were organizing to get you out of office. We're organizing to get you out of office if you say yes to this budget. You worked for us. He is a one-term mayor. He's never getting back in. He has a 14% approval rate. Okay, Jesse Jackson, no, we do not. I do not like Jesse Jackson. I cannot stand Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson is the worst, okay? He also is elder abuse. I keep rolling him around. Every time I see him, I want to call 311. You got to get out of here. So no, I do not like him either. He also got us in a weird predicament because he didn't do what he was supposed to do, okay? This is the problem. So we're cleaning up mess that our black representatives should have did a long time ago. But since they didn't do it, this is where we are. So now people like me got to go and look up budgets and then see little stuff like epidemiology and don't understand why $1.4 billion is spent in epidemiology and we $1 billion in deficit. He's trying to still propose property tax when we done lost 128,000 people because of property tax. You know, that's how this works. Which working people are you going to elect? Well, we don't know yet. We will find. We working. We got some people. We got some people that we looking at and pushing and seeing. But right now it's about the budget. Okay, so if you're in Chicago, You need to worry about this budget that we're saying no to. And if you got an alderman, you need to call your alderman or send an email to your alderman and say no to the budget. The property tax went up 33% last year, and you're downstate. Got to get the governor out. You got to get, and you need to talk to, who's downstate? What's your county? But definitely that. Until you have people, you have nothing. We have people. Take yourself, go over to Ken, take that sad stuff somewhere else. Okay, we moving over here. We mobilizing and organizing. Okay, here we go. Capitalists. All right, Ken, you have a good one. All right. Piat. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I gotta look that up. I never even heard that county. But yeah, is that Republican? Is that a downstate? Is that Republicans? Your county you in, Robinson? Yes. Vote no on the budget. Yeah, let's start there, Ken. We got to vote no on the budget. Oh yeah, I know. He came up with the term African American, and that's why we can't stand him still. I don't like Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson ain't never did nothing for us. Okay? He was a self-loafing idiot who only cared about himself and set people up that she shouldn't set up. And people still praised him for that. So yeah, we don't like Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson is a waste. Okay? I will blink when they say he passed away. Okay? Anybody? Maxine Waters, same thing. You know, Al Sharpton, same thing. A lot of these people that was in office now, they just weren't. They weren't for it. They didn't do nothing for us. They could have. They had the means to do it. They had the voice to do it. They still have the means and voice to do it, and they don't do nothing. Instead, they ran out here and start fighting for the illegal immigrants. Yeah, all the boule needs to go. All the boule needs to go, and they know that. Is Sleepy Joe gonna set off World War III? Nah. And let me tell you something. All that stuff doesn't scare me too. Like today was saying that Ukraine sent off a missile over there, a U.S.-made missile over to Russia. Now they're going to attack. Let me tell you something. Attack. I don't care. Okay? They've been scaring us for years, since I was a child. Just hear, oh girl, they about to do this. Russia about to do this. Korea about to do this. Set it off then. Set it off, because we paying millions of dollars in property tax. Set it off. Yeah, I don't want to hear none of that. That stuff, they've been saying that for how long? Ever since I was a child. Girl, Korea. Girl, this. Girl, bring it on. Bring it on. I'm ready. Care about none of that. I'm talking about that's the same thing when I was trying to scare people with Project 2025 and all that stuff. I don't care. People trying to live, people trying to eat, people trying to raise kids. Our children cannot read, cannot tie shoes. We spending $1.4 billion in epidemiology. We don't even know what epidemiology is. Nigga, who cares? Do it. We trying to get Chicago to admit that they're bankrupt. Okay, we need an alderman to say no to this budget. I don't care nothing about no Ukraine, Russia, King Kong, Palestine, any of that. We dealing with stuff right here in the city of Chicago. We trying to get Chicago back on track. Okay? So bring whatever. Bring all the missiles, all the bombs. I'm ready. Got my popcorn ready. I don't care. They've been saying that that's fear mongering. It's fear mongering. When you believe in the higher power, when you believe in God, I don't care about none of that. Okay? Pay my mother her money. Leave black people properties alone. Stop selling our communities out. That's what I'm on. Get these raggedy aldermen out of office. Get these raggedy state reps out of office. Get this raggedy governor out of office. get these weird government employees out of office. That's what I'm on. And everybody else need to be on that too. That's just what it is. So no, I don't care about the Ukraine. I don't care about none of them. I ain't never going to Ukraine ever. It never in my life when I'm going to be like, girl, let's take a trip to Ukraine. I'm never going to go to Ukraine. I'm never going to go to Russia. I'm never going to be like, oh my God, I got to get to Russia. Never. Korea. No. None of these places I'm going to. You will never see Zoe Lee over at any of these places. Okay? Never cared about any of these places. None. As y'all always say, I'm fat. I know I do not want no Russian food ever. I've never been like, ooh, I can't. Let me see what Ukraine got to eat. Never. I'm never going to any of these places. Whew. Sorry, I got off track. But yes, we will save in Chicago, baby. Make Chicago great again. Make Chicago great again. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. All right. Yeah. Kim Fox is out of there. Okay. She lost. I mean, she even lost. She resigned. She was done. We got Eileen Burke. That's the new person. Hey, man. Girl. I'm going to need to say that, Tila, because like a lot of people always be bringing that up. And I've always felt like this, even before I got into any of this. Like, people used to be like, man, I'd be like, man, I don't care. Send them bombs over here. They never going to send the bombs. They're never going to send the bombs. So I was like, just send them. Send them. Like what? I don't care about none of that. Oh, yeah. So yeah. So that's when people say that all the time. Somebody brought that up to me today. Like, I don't care. Girl, I'm trying to figure out why they stealing property. Okay? Today we was at me and Miss Jessica and a lady came with us named Tiara. We went over to the Cook County side. We go over there. They having a forest preserve county meeting. Who's there? Tony Preckwigger with the same blue two-piece skirt setup she got, and them ballerina slippers that are falling. Okay, the ballerina slippers are just, they're going to the left, they're going to the right, I don't know. But anyway, they were talking about 700,000 acres that they got. 700,000 acres the forest preserve people have got, right? And they were super happy. And Ms. Jessica yelled at 700,000 acres of black people's property you done stole, black people's land it is. And it probably was. It probably exactly was that. But it was just, they were over there so happy to say that they had 700,000 acres, right? And they had pictures of all these acres. And I was saying that probably was some black person's land right here. That probably was somebody's black person's land right there, because they've been stealing land since we got over here. You understand? So it's just like, yeah, that's what I'm on. I'm on legislation and y'all stop taking our land. I'm on property tax has to be some type of cap. Property taxes should not keep going up, especially if people paying mortgages. How you want somebody to pay a mortgage, pay insurance, pay property tax? That does not make any sense. It has to be some type of cap. It has to be something like this. None of this don't make no sense. And nobody has argued this or fought this or went down to DC and lobbied this or anything like that. So that's what we gotta figure out. Yeah. People talking about, capitalists and stuff like that. And my thing is, I don't have no issue with capitalism. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't. Okay? The thing is what your mindset is about. If I'm a billionaire and when I become a billionaire, I'm gonna make sure that I can help. And I'm going to make sure my group are billionaires and can help as well, because we need money. Okay? And money's going to keep going. So I don't have an issue with capitalism. And so like a lot of people, like socialism, I can't get with. So I don't have no issue with it. It's about your mindset. If you're a selfish person, then yes, capitalism is not good. But if you're not selfish, which I am not a selfish person, that at the end of the day, we all can eat, and all America can eat. And that's just what it is. The issue with America's citizens are, especially black American citizens, we have stopped fighting like our ancestors. Our ancestors put everything in play for us. We got too comfortable, and we should have never got comfortable. So that's why we're where we are now. So this time, though, we're not going to let this happen no more. This is not going to happen no more. So we're going to do it right now. We have the power. And I think people need to understand this. We have the power to do a lot of things. We don't have to be out here protesting in the masses and all that. Nah, we don't got to do all that. We got our vote and we got the demand. And one demands, we already showed what we could do with this last election that just came, and we're going to deal with this local and state election that's coming up. These people are getting out of office. These people are going to vote the way we tell them to vote. These are the 50 aldermen that we put in there. We're paying their taxes. I mean, we're paying their salary. We're paying for their homes. They're not losing their homes. They property tax. They can pay. They can pay for their property taxes. So you are going to do exactly what we said. And what we said is, you're not going to pass this budget. You're not going to pass this budget. He's not going to get the 26 votes. You're going to let the city bankrupt. So when the city bankrupts, the credit score can go down. And so it can really show you how messed up the city has been. And that's how this works. Okay? And then we're going to start over. We're going to get all these people in office that need to be in office. And that's just how that works. After two times, you got to go in timeout. So that's how that works. So, but yes, thank y'all for coming. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, Any questions before I leave? If capitalist credit score goes down, capitalists win. No, they whatever you say. We want the cap. No, it doesn't. It needs to be bankrupt. Y'all keep putting stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff. Go somewhere else, Ken. Take that somewhere. Like I said, I don't care about the capitalist stuff. And now you're gonna be on timeout. I don't want to hear any of that. It's always one. It's always one that come in here with some weird stuff when they don't even see the overall thing. The overall thing is to prove how messed up the city has been, and we have covered it up, and they won't and they always blame it on somebody else when the Democrats have been on some BS this whole time. Yes, a hard reset like Detroit. Thank you. Somebody with common sense. Thank you. Damn, that's it. It's the purpose. It was just like this. It was just like what we just dealt with this election. It was on principle. Some things just be on principle. Epidemiology, right, babe? Yeah, some things is just on principle. Okay, people be worried about everything else. Oh my God. You can't do this. You can't do this. Capitalism is this. Da, da, da. Take that somewhere. Them people are the same people that care more about Gaza than the black people right here in the city of Chicago. Those are the people, any black person that talk about capitalism, they usually care more about anything that's outside of the country instead of America. And those people, I have to ignore them because they don't get America. They don't like America. They hate America. And if you hate America and you don't like America, then go to those countries and save those countries. I'm an American. I'm from America, born and raised in America. So take that weird socialism, trying to bring it over here to America over there. The hell? Yeah, weirdos. They stealing black people's property, and y'all worried about land over there in Gaza. They literally stealing black people's property, and y'all worried about fighting for Gaza. Get out of my face. Hey, white girl from Texas. Patty. Yeah. Even if Gaza wasn't anti-LGBTQ, I don't care nothing about Gaza. Okay, kids is dying right here. We have a genocide going on right here in America. I don't care. It all can be anti-LGBT. Because guess why? Guess what? I don't lead with that. Okay? So I don't care about any of that. I'm black and I'm a woman. And I know right here in America, we going through a lot, especially black people. So, yeah. And honestly, them Arabs, ain't none of them Palestinians came to me or Miss Jessica and said, hey, what can we do to help you? What can we do to support you? Not one thing. Okay? So, cease fire when it comes to both of them. Hope it works out over there. Hope Trump figures out something and y'all stop fighting over land over there. Like I said, y'all, I had to go off on Brian Cicho Lopez. Y'all over there, you over there wearing Palestine stuff, around American burning flags, all that, while they fighting for land over there, and you got two people that's coming in here every day that's trying to fight for their property and land right here in the city of Chicago, and you have nothing to say. Get out of here. People crazy. People crazy, people crazy, people crazy. America first. That's all I know about. America first. That's why I voted for Trump. America first. I'm voting for whoever is America first. That's how this works. Right, right. All right. Well, I did my time. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Epidemiology, $1.4 billion. Just think about it and look up epidemiology. Okay? $1.4 billion. It's a no for the budget. It's a no for the budget. And ask Lopez why he hasn't put a black-owned supermarket. You ask, yep, okay, Otis, I got you. All his time as alderman in the black area. Raymond Lopez, right? I got you, Otis. I will ask. Because you right. You right. Good. Exactly, because you like America. And your parents do too. See you tomorrow, Miss Trina. We'll be back 6 o'clock, same time. And like you say, at the end of the day, it's no to this budget. No to this budget. No to this budget. No to this budget. Okay? All right. See y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all.